73% of teens and young adults are members of at least one social networking site.
On a daily basis, Twitter users tweet 500 million tweets per day. That's 600 tweets per second.
Young people devote a daily 7 hours and 38 minutes to social media use, or approximately 53 hours per week. That's more than a full-time job.
Do you have a Twitter, Facebook, or other social media site? Are you careful about the information you post online? Most people spend time online checking on others. But do you check on yourself?
Concerns tonight over your personal information being shared with others.
Now, that's after news broke about popular Facebook applications like Farmville shared identifying information about users. Tonight, Call for Action's Keith King with the do's and don'ts when socializing in the social media. Keith?
Yeah, good evening, Elizabeth and Mark. Facebook and Twitter, you know, millions use them, and a lot of people can see what you post. So before you type and hit send, here's what you need to keep in mind. Ben Smith is a social media expert based in Lawrence. He developed a website and company called Social in Real Life. When it comes to posting anything online, before you do, Smith says, ask yourself this.
Am I comfortable sharing this information with a complete stranger? Am I comfortable with seeing this information on the 6 o'clock news this evening? If the answer to either is no, then don't hit send.
The most important thing when it comes to protecting yourself on sites like Twitter and Facebook is to understand the privacy settings and make sure you go back and check them on a regular basis.
Don't just make assumptions, actually go through, look at every setting. On Facebook, don't just do it one time. Go back and check them monthly.
This week, groups like Consumer Credit Counseling are reminding people of the problem of online identity theft and the importance of protecting your identity when using social media. One key tip, connect only with people you know.
People like to say, oh, I have over 1,000 friends. Seriously, do you want 1,000 people to know what you are doing on a day-to-day basis?
If you think avoiding Facebook and Twitter is a good idea, Ben Smith says think again. His tip, create an account as a way to protect your identity from people who may want to impersonate you.
If I have an account name and a profile under my name, it becomes much harder for somebody to impersonate me. If I choose not to be there, that anyone else can set up an account under my name.
Well, this afternoon on Facebook and Twitter, I asked if you are careful about putting personal information out on social media. And Angie writes, quote, I am probably not as careful as I should be, but I also think the privacy settings on these social media sites should have more personalized options. And Simi in Lawrence tweeted, quote, I worry about things like address identifying pictures because of my son and stepson.
But can you see your athletes using these sites negatively to affect your group?
Definitely a possibility, something that we definitely have to be concerned about. There's always that possibility, especially with a team concept. You're always going to have some people that are going to be happy. Some people are always going to be a little bit more upset. It could be due to playing time. They're upset with maybe their coach, instructed them in front of other players. Now they're upset with another, saying something about maybe one of their players or coach on it. So it could be a distraction. I definitely think it could be a distraction.
Are there any rules currently in place for your employees about the use of social media sites?
We do have a policy about that. They are not allowed to use it for a negative impact. It is monitored. If anything is put on there that's negative, we can deal with that, and it could mean that they would be terminated.
Do you feel your athletes use social media sites frequently?
Yes, I believe they do. They can't seem to put their phones down or get off their computers.
Are there any rules currently in place for your employees about the use of social media sites?
Well, at this point we really haven't done anything officially to make sure that our employees use it properly, but that's probably something that will come up in the near future, since it's become since it's exploding, basically, Twitter and Pinterest and Foursquare. I mean, I can't even...
Can you see your athletes using these sites negatively to affect your group?
Yeah, we've actually had some issues where there's been name calling and fights going on back and forth. I haven't witnessed it personally, but some of my captains have told me about it. And, we're one team from 2 schools for the girls' swim team, so it's been kind of harsh at times, is my understanding. So, yeah.